Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations Part 16. In the previous video we finished case number 2. We were able to prove our client innocent at long last, even though still a lot of questions in that trial that were never really answered, which was a little weird. But we're now on Chapter 3 and we have learned there is a Phoenix Wright imposter out there doing something that we would never do, which is lose cases. I mean, come on. I've never lost a case in my life. So how come you're dressed like that, Maggey? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't mind one bit. They're all a bunch of pigs anyway. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of the life of Maggey Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yeah, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month. And it happened at Tribulations. Tribulations? Yeah, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh, but I thought you said it was a French restaurant. Doesn't that seem like it goes against the vibe? There were 2 men drinking at a table, both drinking coffee. And then one of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just one sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggey. What? Keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all, I've never seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And then the other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come? Because you're a fucking shit-ass lawyer. You tell me, Mr. Wright. I guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man, the one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know, but nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? Poison. Ah, what? Poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw this other guy. No, sir, that's what everyone said, but I don't see how they could have missed him. I was the one who took the coffee to the 2 men. Oh? And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kinda thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. But it was a band CD, maybe a promo disc? Maybe it was MC Screwdriver. Get serious, Maya. Would you buy the group of a CD named that? Is anyone gonna tell him? What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC... And what about the killer? What do you look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Thanks for your help last year. It was nothing. I'm glad we got you off the hook. Hope you can help me out this year, too. Yeah, me too. It'd be sweet if we could get that verdict overturned. I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can do is tell you about these info. Tell you now is info about ex-cons of the clientele of Trace BN, sir. Don't let it get you down, Maggey. I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. Okay. You wanna think about yourself? No matter what happens, I never let things get me down. You're always so positive, aren't you, Maggey? Macho Maggey bird, they say. The early bird catches the worm, a bird in the hand. Wow, all those phrases are named after you? And I never turn my back on anything. You're always so strong, aren't you, Maggey? Macho Maggey bird, they say. I'm a tough old bird. Tough old bird? Nick! You get it? Yeah, I get it. That badge, is it real? Of course it's real. That's what they all say, but I've been duped before. Give it to me for a second. Don't eat my badge, please. She bit into it. And I left a few teeth marks too. I can see that. I just wish I could remember if it means it's real or fake. I said it was real. Yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article's about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super short suits. Me? Yeah, you, Mr. Wright. Hey, Maggey. Was my evil double, I am a yam in here too? No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Oh, would have been so cool. Then you got really worked up and passionate. Also, I get that it's her name backwards. I'm gonna get you cleared of this crime, you said. Wait, what? We have an accent? Okay, I get the picture. You met with me in person before. But how come you didn't realize the guy wasn't the real me? Yes, looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little? Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady. And your voice is a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and so the guy was nothing like me then! But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is that really all it takes for someone to imitate me? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? You've been acting real sus lately, Phoenix. Almost like there's an imposter among us. Everyone had these big question marks on their faces. But it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps on getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. So we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright? Do you think we'll win next time, sir? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Jesus, did you watch the last case? My life has been full course meal with bad luck complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused for murder. But I will survive because Maggey Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Zin Eop is really gonna pay for this. What are you staring at me like that for? Maya's right. Whoever it was that thought it was a good idea to use my name, get an innocent girl convicted of murder, had better watch out. We'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get him for you. I'm not gonna say it every time. And I get it. It's Phoenix backwards. I didn't notice that immediately, but yeah. I kind of assumed it was like an anagram, but it's actually just completely backwards. I'll tell you where this Trace Bien is then. Oh yeah, the restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. All right, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food. Oh my god, there's another Sanic. It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick? Looks like Gumshoe isn't around. He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work. Oh, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case. Guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer, huh? After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure killer is the right label. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Don't die running a red light the old-fashioned way. Of old age! We have a winner! Inject a bit of humor, that's the key. He must be coming up with slogans for a safety campaign, I guess. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. I feel like you've said that before, Phoenix. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute. That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force. But what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief? Yup. Meet the Pink Badger. Damn, they just don't name them like we can. So one's called Blue and the other one's called Pink, but they're both called Badger? You got it. They're married. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for ya. Whoa, a mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. Must be Chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? The mascot has turned up at the bank. What's he doing? Hands up, you scallywags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's our jobs. Looks like Ron Delight's opted for a new career. Quit surfing the net, Chief. Sorry, I was just, things feel pretty tense in here. Okay, well, that's kind of neat. It's still a crime scene? It was like a month ago, dude. Like any restaurant would let half of its seating just be auctioned off for over a month. I guess like probably close to a month and a half, right? Because I mean the case was already over a month ago. Like just the trial. Look, more like smell. What's with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? And again, girls like that kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not all that into it. Yeah, we said girls. Fucking got him. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here? Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. Yeah, I suppose we can. Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, fine Bona china cups. I never knew you were so cultured. Come on, Maya, this is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. You know you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, Maya? I guess I could. I'm always in my cult clothes, aren't I? Or acolyte clothes. It'd be funny to wear normal clothes, every now and then. There's something stuffed in behind the rack. It's like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled in a little doodle on one of the pages. MC Bomber. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, 5 zeros. $100,000, maybe? What MC Bomber is supposed to be? Is that Master Mass there in the corner? And then there's 500,000 over there. This paper, it's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning. What? A paper from the day of the murder. This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find some more about this paper. Oh, a stunning in one of those Parisian frocks. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or close. It does. I remember that much. Or else... it must be one or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know Jacques about French. This table's set nicely, it just needs a customer. What do you think this flower is, Nick? A plant? Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip, and it's not a sunflower, I don't think. Duh, even I could have told you that. Well, even those are the only kind of flowers I know, dagnabbit. I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. This must be the table where the murder occurred. What makes you think that? I guess so, what with all this police tape around it. And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know? Then why can't I picture you doing just that? It's a month-old coffee? Wow, it's beautiful winter wonderland out there. Is the date supposed to be December 6th? Not January 6th? Because that would explain... Because why is the crime scene tape still there a month later? And wouldn't they have, like, killed her by now? Like, that's the impression the game's had thus far, is that as soon as your trial's over, they just, like, take you out in the street and shoot you. Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there. Really cool, I love snow, let me see. It's not white, it's not even snowing. Got you, I was only kidding, Maya. Nick! There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't. All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. That is some nice info. So do we just go back and show her the magazine, I guess? Oh, a sports paper! Let's see. Did Gutson Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggey, that paper is actually a month old, and it's from the day of the murder. And Gutson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh no. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Trace Bien. Not only am I going to jail, I'm financially ruined. Really? That's strange. Trace Bien doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Did maybe one of the customers left it behind? Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD. Just as I thought. I guess it was an MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So that 100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? Someone gave me 100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master of Korean, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme. Okay, Maya. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim. You're right. So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you think? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There we go. Ooh la la, bonjour, welcome to La Tribulations. I can't, I'm not even gonna begin to do like a French accent. That's not happening. What's happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Bienvenue, welcome to my Petite restaurant. The Avenue? Oh, non, my Petite Chulip. Me? Look at this face, like the kitten rejected by its own mother. You're fatigued, non? Alors, you need this? An aromatic bath oil, melange of La Nerolia and La Rose, my personal recommendation. You think I need what? Oui, I just add a couple of drops of this mixture to La bath water, and voila! It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic. Really? And for La Musser. Me? Look at that face, like a puppy rejected by life itself. You're fatigued, non? For you, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot. And maybe an hint of oui. I will add la peppermint and la curry sage for a fragrance exceptional. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? Hello, as if you wish to be seated, I will bring you a last special menu of the day. Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers. Well, I'm a lawyer. Must be in, sir. We know this already, monsieur. You are La Phoenix, right, non? Yeah, you know me? Oui, I would never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court. Guess he was cross-examined by Mirius Ziniope. It's like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already. I wonder what sort of impression Ziniope's been leaving on people, don't you? Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong, enchanté. So what does trace bien mean? I know trace, that means 3, right? Non. Trace bien is Francique. In English, you would say very good. Oh, very good. Oui, exactement. L'atmosphere is trace bien and la cuisine is trace bien. If the food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here? My cuisine is not for all. Some people they do not appreciate, like, what the fuck, cuisine? La hot? I don't know, man. Thought everyone liked hot cuisine. Since I've lost Maggey, I don't have enough hands. So you're running this place on your own now? Oui, for the moment, and no one's answered my advertisement. Oh, poor moi. Please don't eyeball me while you say that. I am La Chef, and I am La Manager. I am also a trained aromatherapist. A roaming what now? A practitioner of aromatherapy. L'art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas. Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but. What happened? So could you tell me what you know about the incident? Bien, it makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since this happened. I guess it's been about a month since Maggey's sentencing. So it was the 3rd of the last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in here for coffee suddenly became ill. Because of the poison in his coffee? As that is the truth as I know it, it was Maggey who took his drink to him. I was in the kitchen, I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair. He was dead? Money do! Oui, he was dead. Maggey and passed out also. And this man who died, he was alone? Oui, monsieur. All alone. I noticed that Maggey said there was someone else, but... I see. La Petite, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one at the table? They asked. But I am not the only one. The old man said the same thing. Oh man, what old man? So who was this old man that you mentioned? At the time of the murder, there was another customer in here. What? Someone else saw it? We, as usual, he came alone that day. At the time of the murder, he was here. I saw it too. But he said the same thing, that there was no one at the victim's table. But Maggey swears there were two people. Mademoiselle, the lawyer could not prove this, none? About the lawyer, that was me, I suppose? Must be in, sir. Wow, he's the first person who said it wasn't me. Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now he's the one making stuff up. Please, monsieur. There is no need to show me that. You are one, Phoenix Wright, the worst defense attorney in town. I think I can imagine how he formed this completely wrong impression of me. Last time we met, did I show you this badge? Oui, you flashed it to everyone in La Restaurant? Looks like Zinniop's a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick. We found this sports paper in the magazine rack here. One of my customers was left it behind. Do you have any idea which customer it was? The only ideas I have, mademoiselle, I say it for my kitchen. And the bedroom? Do you say it for the bedroom? I am not a lawyer myself, and do not wish to speak out of turn. But your defense in court that day was a little, how you say, fucking bad. Even a Frenchman who cannot speak any English could have done a better job. You were very cool, though. Oui, oui, oui. Oh, so handsome. Wow, I wonder just how bad the defense could have been. Every time you opened your mouth, the old courthouse stirred. Oh man, that is something I don't want to imagine. Do we go back and talk about the old man? It is hard to imagine, I know, but I was an apprentice for 5 years in La Gay Paris. Wow, in Paris? It was something the chef here said to me that made me decide to open my own restaurant. What was it? Get out of France! That awful man said to me, you must train for another 10 years. Oh, it was such a shock. So unexpected, but you would have to been a fool to do this, non? Maggey was a policewoman once. In the past? I think that's what they're going for? She had quit for reasons beyond her control. Oui, oui, she was a suspect in a murder investigation, non? You know about that? That is why I gave her la perfume for la happiness. Happiness perfume? Oui, blended from bergamot, like I've given to you before. But she's been arrested again, and found guilty this time. I didn't say it was a lucky perfume, only happy perfume. Did she seem sad? None? And natural aroma of unhappiness must have been very strong. Just admit your perfume doesn't work. I am not surprised she was a prime suspect. After something like that took place before my very eyes. Something like what? What's this guy talking about? Does this mean Maggey did have a motive? Gotta ask this guy for more info. Stat. Oh la la, you have such a pretty smile, my petite Chulip. Who, me? Oui, la smile is the most important thing for us girls. Sure. If you want a job, here it is yours, precious. Hey, was this the other attorney? Felicitations! What? Je no comprehend. Nick, don't just make something up. When Maggey took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Oh, oui, I suppose you could say so. What happened? None. It was nothing. Look, Maggey says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still been indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive. Oh, it is true. If there was anything at all between Maggey and the victim, it could be relevant. So please, tell us anything you know. Cyclops? No way, what are we gonna do, Nick? Go talk to Gumshoe? We just have to remove— What the— What's wrong? The Magatama, it's gone! Huh? I had it in my pocket, but it's vanished into thin air! What? I could see the Cyclops. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby? Mr. Armstrong, can I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting, was anyone else sitting there? That is a question you'll have to ask him yourself. Him? The old man spends all of his time in the park. La Park? Oh, a park. What park's that? Behind the restaurant, it is called Vitamin Square. Thank you. Yeah, whatever you just said. Let's go out to Vitamin Square right now, Nick. We definitely did have it at the start of the case. So this is Vitamin Square. Yeah, see where they get the name from. Now the fruits scream vitamins at ya. Hey, Nick! That's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about? That grouch-looking grandpa? He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons. Oh yeah, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them. My grumpiness threat level has been raised to red. Excuse me, sir. Can I just ask you about this? Sir? Here you go, boy! How's some pigeon feet sound to you? This wasn't exactly what I was hoping to get out of this guy. Excuse me. Would you mind if I had a word with you? Yes? I just want to ask you a couple of questions. What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? You don't like my seeds, eh, pigeons? He's really chucking those seeds at him. That's gotta hurt. Go on, eat this! Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggey Bird? I don't know any Maggey Bird. Yes, you do. Maggey, the waitress at Trace Bien. Nah, it's a disgrace, I tell you. An utter disgrace. A disgrace? An innocent young girl revealing herself like that. Revealing? You mean a uniform? They use it today. They don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you. Not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty? What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing. You? Your problem is you lack any sense of grace. Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts. Do you go to Trace Bien a lot? That miserable excuse for a restaurant. Every day at noon. That garbage they serve in there is not food. Where's the sushi? The tempura? The rest? Trace Bien is a French restaurant, sir. Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I want real food, not these snooty snacks. What about those shameless girls? You mean the waitresses? You can see all the way up to their... Yes, the waitresses. They're practically naked. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Listen, it's not my restaurant. Ah! It's a miserable excuse for a restaurant that plays miserable. He certainly knows the place. You must be a regular. But if he hates it so much, why does he keep going? Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? There you are, you filthy pigeons! You want food? Ha! Take that! He must be hiding something, right? If he is, I should be able to see a Cyclops or two. Oh, wait. Don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh? Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. You better find it or else. If Pearls ever gets a wind of this, I'm going to be in a world of pain. Oh, there's a magazine here. The magazine full of job listings. You disgusting rogue, picking up something someone else threw away? Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job? That's none of your business! Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then. I don't want anyone else having it. Give it back! Too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up. Hey, that's mine! Well, too late. So bad, so sad. Or too bad, so sad. So, you know, whatever. Looking at this orange reminds me. Of what? Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Oh, fucking got him. But you're supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know. You don't have to tell me twice. Hey, look, pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them, too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove, not a pigeon. Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it? You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya. This place is so fruity. That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites. We clicked on a strawberry, Phoenix. And that apple slide is perfect for you. And what is so perfect about it? Ah, come on, don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on, woo! No way! You get covered in sand if I slid down that slide. Anyone can see that. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try, too. I used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe. Really? You? Sure, finding iron fillings in the sand with a magnet is my favorite thing to do. Iron filings? Wow, that's way too exciting for words. It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then. But did you manage to get all the iron? No, I never did. I think I came close, though. Come to think of it, I still have the iron filings I found way back when. You want them? No? There's a imposter among us? Mademoiselle? Yes? Are you looking for a job? What? No, I just... Let me see. Your style is a bit different, but you have a good face. Different? Felicitations! You have passed. I will hire you. Beyond, come with me. I will teach you everything I know. Nick, help! I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both. Is she gone? She is. She's been fucking killed. Alright, see ya. Looks like they have Maggey in questioning. I guess I have asked her pretty much everything. I'll come back if there's anything I need to ask her later. Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find her innocent? No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation. Well, whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal. Gumshoe's really fired up about this. Oh yeah, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court's sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Godot's gonna be the prosecutor. Oh, him. Now listen up, pal. Maggey's found guilty again? Yeah? I'll make sure you get locked up good for it, alright? I don't think you can lock us up for doing a bad defense. Maybe we can get fined. Like, lose our license. You can't lock us up for being bad at our job. So the guilty party was Maggey Bird, huh? Yeah. Back when she was on the police force. You were her mentor when she was a rookie, right? Yep, kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know, I'm not like a fucking weirdo or nothing. I'm actually a self-respecting individual. Hey, what's with the funny looks, pal? I wasn't anything like look, sure, I was her boss when she was doing her training. That was it. Nothing happened. Gumshoe sure is sweating up a storm over nothing. Ah, so that's it. Our big old Gumshoe has a little crush on Maggey. I don't like her or anything. I was... note to self, gossip with Maya about this later. Look, pal, don't tell anyone, okay? You gotta keep it a secret, got it? Sure. Do you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time? Hey, tell your face, pal, not me. You'd have to be blind enough to see what's on your mind. How old are you, Gumshoe? I know she's like 23 or something. 32? I mean, that's... He's not as old as he looks, at least. So I was wondering, did you fill me in on the victim? Glenn Egg. He was a computer programmer. I see. A programmer. He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggey never had any contact with the guy before that day. And all she did was take him his coffee on the day of the murder, pal. Yeah, Maggey also claimed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim go to the restaurant often? Not according to the chef. Said it was the first time he'd seen the guy. A programmer and a first-time customer at that. What possible reason could Maggey have had to kill a guy like that? That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in a trial. You're kidding! What was her supposed motive? Sorry, pal. I'm real busy. I haven't even got enough time to sift through these papers. Look into it yourself, okay? What could this motive have been? This isn't really a proper investigation. I'm kind of working on it by myself. Oh, that's right. Judge already ruled on the case and all the evidence is in already. Only problem is with Maggey's testimony. Yeah, doesn't sound very good for us, huh? Look, pal, I've got a mountain of papers on this case to look over for tomorrow. I'm just gonna say this. Maggey Bird's no liar. She's... Okay, so she's a bit out there and a bit off base sometimes. But she was a good cop. That's not exactly complimentary, you know? So, what do you think really happened? Just how contradictory is her testimony? The biggest problem with Maggey's testimony is the number of people at the restaurant. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggey still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim. Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. Then there's that CD. CD? Yeah, she did mention something about a CD. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD. What? Not on the table, not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal. But didn't Maggey say the victim was wearing an earpiece too? Yeah, but that was for a portable radio in the front hooded pocket of his hoodie. A radio? He didn't have a CD player? You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all. Come to think of it, the owner of Trace BN didn't mention that CD either. I don't really know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. What do you make of this? Sorry, pal. All I can think about is Maggey at the moment. I'm thinking about doing my job because I love the law and justice. You don't have to explain, really. What's that? A sports paper? Yeah, I found it in the magazine rack at Trace BN. It's dated the same day as the murder. You may be onto something here. And take a look at this. See this writing here? MC Bomber? Hey! What is it? I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber. Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once. That's no good, can't remember. And he goes back to being the gumshoe we all love. Hey pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit. Bro, I got no evidence. I want to get a handwriting analysis done on this scribble. Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about that in any case. Thanks, pal. I bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue. I mean, a handwriting analysis in and of itself is going to be useless. Like, you have to have something to compare it to. And if we don't have any potential suspects of who it could be, you wouldn't have a comparison. I wouldn't have to try myself. But I asked this one detective I know how your defense was. And what did he say? Started off by saying I'm at a complete loss for words. He must have found something quick because he went on about how bad you were for an hour. But He said you suck so much it seemed like you were trying to get Maggey found guilty. Looked like I was trying to get Maggey found guilty. That thing real, pal? Why does everyone keep asking me that? I wonder what this phony of yours is like. You had Maggey found guilty for murder. Doesn't that tell you? Why are you talking like me again, Phoenix? Shut up. I've got to track this creep down. Alright, that's a pretty good place to stop. I guess we go back to Trace Bien now. See if Maya found her Magatama as she's been inducted into the restaurant life. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.